World Heart Day greetings to all True Diet viewers. To help us fix our basics of heart health, today we have Dr. Suresh Kumar. He is a co-founder of Dr. Jen Clinics and offers holistic nutrition training to dietitians and nutritionists.
So, how do a person can, what measures a person can do to stress relief, relieve their stress?
So the simplest thing a person can do is close their eyes at least for 10 minutes a day when they are awake, right? So usually what happens is we go to bed only when we are tired, right? We go to sleep only when we are tired. We no longer can watch our cell phone or watch our laptop and we are tired and we cannot keep our eyes open. That's the time when we go to sleep. And sleep is the ultimate stress buster, no doubt about it. But unfortunately, the quality of sleep nowadays is drastically coming down. That is an unfortunate thing. Next to sleep is conscious sleep. That is called meditation. What I mean to say is meditation is not a rocket science. It is a very simple thing. You have to close your eyes, but don't fall asleep.
Okay.
So see, our eyes, they are capturing the data. They are like 3D cameras. Okay. They're always want to know what is happening in the world, what is happening in the WhatsApp, what's happening in the Facebook, Insta, YouTube. So it constantly craves for data. And that data is captured in 3D, right? With all the flavors, smells, color, emotions, and all these things. It is taking up a lot of data. So it is impossible, given the craving it has, addiction it has for the data and things happening around our cells. So what happens is it is very difficult to keep our eyes closed and remain awake. That is the reason why many people find it difficult to practice meditation. The reason why I'm saying only 10 minutes of conscious closing sleep is, if you start doing that, what happens is in our brain, there are different kinds of waves. So when you are awake, it is always beta, high beta. You are thinking, they are called beta waves. The moment you close your eyes, the waves come from beta to alpha state.
Okay.
That means the brain stopped consuming a lot of energy. So that energy is utilized to take care of rest of the body's metabolism. Simple thing. Okay. Start with 10 minutes. That is the first thing that one can do. Don't do it for anything. Just put a timer on if you have a mobile or something like that, fitness band. 10 minutes. Don't open your eyes. How painful or hard it is, it may be. Just close your eyes. Try it for only 10 minutes. When you are fully awake, just close for 10 minutes. Not when you are tired, when you are fully active.
Okay.
I mean, so you said what happens? What happens is when you are working, you work from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock and suddenly you feel tired and you want to close your eyes. No, I'm not talking about that state.
Right.
When you are fully active, just close your eyes, stay for 10 minutes. Keep your eyes closed no matter what. Okay. If you start practicing this at least for next 60 days, that 10 minutes will become 60 minutes by 60th day.
Okay.
Because you'll start experiencing the changes, the power it brings to you. Okay, that is the first thing. Next comes obviously the food.
Right.
So food, I don't want to give generals, as you know, but eat this, don't eat this. I always suggest, I mean, it doesn't cost you much, but go to a personal dietitian.
True.
I mean, one dietitian, once in a year, just go to them and ask for what food is best for you.
Right.
So there is no food good for heart, right? All of us may be having hearts, but everyone's heart is different. Everyone's body is different.
Right.
So don't ask for tips and don't ask for superfoods or miracle foods or miracle diets. There are nothing like that. There is only one diet, that is a diet designed for you by your dietitian.
Right. Okay. So is it only because of the poor diet which causes the heart-related issues, or what are the underlying causes that causes the heart-related issues?
So diet is a contributory factor, madam.
Okay.
right? Major contributory factor. But see, if you say that diet is the problem, what diet is problem? Right? Someone says like saturated fat is good, someone says saturated fat is bad. So there is a lot of controversy. It is not about the food. If a person is choosing a certain type of food, it is all about the person who is choosing the food.
Right.
So if the person is busy and he doesn't have time and he hardly have to just fill his stomach, right, or address his hunger, and he don't have even time to pay attention to what he is eating, right, that person is the problem. Why that person is like that? Because the kind of lifestyle he has, or the kind of lifestyle he want to have. Okay, so he is aspiring for something and he wanted to achieve so much and do something. He doesn't have time for his wife or husband or kids or family. We don't know. Something is driving them. What is driving them? It is the lifestyle. So all of them are like contributory factors. We cannot pinpoint and say that this is the cause. But I can clearly say whosoever is having that particular heart disease, 99%. I mean, there are certain cases where we cannot identify the problem even with the person. Okay, we just have to leave it to God. But 99% of the cases, it is the person and his personality has got something to do with getting the heart disease.
Okay, how personality is related to getting to a heart disease?
Personality in the sense, see, somebody is content with whatever they have in their life. They are not running after things. They are happy, joyful, and they are giving in nature. They don't want to harm anybody. So obviously, when you are living in harmony with the environment around you,
okay,
right? So obviously your pulse rate will be low, your BP will be low, you're always smiling. That means all the endorphins are releasing in your body. So no toxins, nothing, and you are not what do you say, gobbling up all the food that you want. You are not hoarding anything. So this is one kind of personality, and another is like ambitious. Okay, so they want everything in life. They fight, they whatnot. They resort to violence, bribery, greed. If such kind of personality is there, the choices they make also differ.
okay,
Right?
right.
So see, if a happy person and a sad person both are eating the same kind of food,
Okay,
who do you think will digest the food better?
obviously the happy
The
person.
happy person.
Right.
The food is not the issue here. It's the person who is eating the food is more important. Yeah. So people assume that eating this food, no matter who you are, is going to make the difference.
Okay.
Right? That's why keto, intermittent fasting, and all these things, principle wise, they have science behind them, but there is no blanket rule when it comes to diet or lifestyle changes. It is the person who needs to be assessed first, and they need to make a change.
Can exercise and diet help no longer need my cholesterol or blood pressure medications?
See, basically what they are asking is hyperlipidemia, that means increased cholesterol, is a reversible condition.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I've been telling till now.
Right.
That body knows how to make itself. Body knows how to heal itself.
Okay.
The moment we stop abusing our body and give enough rest to our body and enough resources to repair itself. So enough resources means right kind of nutrients to your body. Stop abusing means foods that harm your body. Stop giving them. Okay. If you do this, obviously the body knows how to repair itself. Do we know how to make a blood vessel?
No.
No, but our body knows how to make a blood vessel, how to make cells, how to make proteins. So it is all knowing. But the thing is, we are abusing our body with the kind of food we are doing and with the kind of fitness plan we have or we don't have, and the kind of stress we are putting our body to. So with this, we are abusing our body. If you stop abusing, give body time, and give body resources, yes, every disease is reversible.
Right. So, what are your advices during this COVID times, for especially for the heart-related issue or heart-related problems, people who has heart-related issues?
Yeah, heart-related issue or diabetes or arthritis, osteoarthritis, cancers, whatever, all the lifestyle diseases. If someone is suffering with them and taking medication under doctor supervision means, obviously their immunity is compromised. Compared to healthy individuals, their immunity is already compromised. That is the reason why they are unable to fight the diseases on their own.
Yes.
And the second thing is, though it may sound painful, if they end up having a particular health issue, right, that means their past life means past few years of their life, they did not pay enough attention to either their fitness or lifestyle or their food, which finally resulted in this.
Okay.
So they need to correct their lifestyle, their fitness levels, and their food. First thing. Second, they need to be more cautious. It is not only heart disease, any kind of patients who are on regular medication for any condition, it could be hypothyroidism, arthritis, anything. That means your body is not actually able to support your system. Okay, your repair and regenerative system. That's why you needed medication. That means your immunity is compromised. So whether heart disease or not, it is very, very important. You be cautious. Don't go out. Maintain social distance. Wear mask and start eating healthy and get some right kind of advice to protect yourself from the COVID.
Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with another informative video. Like, share and subscribe.